Many of us, including moi, have had a distorted view of artificial intelligence, and it's been created, ironically enough, by the amazing success of ChatGPT. In November 2022, when it first came out, mind's blown. It wasn't like going to Google and typing in what was the difference between Frederick Douglass and Abraham Lincoln's view of the war. And then all of a sudden you got a bunch of websites. And then you got to go digging in there and you got to figure it out yourself. Type that into ChatGPT, the large language model that has been trained on all the information in all those websites. What was the relationship between Frederick Douglass and Abraham Lincoln's view of the war? Even better, write a 700-word essay thereof. Hit return, and the fucking essay came out, like in seconds. That is a quantum leap from a search engine taking you to websites where you do all the work to a large language model that, using weighting and tokens and this transformer technology, would actually cobble all that information together, process it, and generate your answer. Wow. And that was just the tip of the iceberg. Revolution hits, and we've been associating this artificial intelligence revolution with text. Here's why this has been a little bit deceiving. We've been thinking about AI in terms of alphanumeric text, doing amazing things with written language. And we've even been thinking about AI in terms of coding. Once again, alphanumerics, these symbols that get manipulated. But the real deal of artificial intelligence isn't text. It's the real-world experiences that we encounter and engage with and make us human. YouTube has billions, hundreds of billions, if not trillions of hours of video. That's the gold. Self-driving cars are scanning the roadway, analyzing their interaction with the world, and getting better and better to the point where you could Waymo a free ride, not free, but free of a driver, in several cities right now in the US. You can get into a self-driving taxi and go to where you need to go. So what I'm getting at here is we've thought about AI, because of the success of ChatGPT and the revolution it's engendered, as text-based. But the real leap from AI to the mythical AGI, or artificial general intelligence, isn't manipulating just text, but it's taking the sensory, multidimensional, immersive, and emergent input of the world through sight, through sound, and eventually even through tactile touch and even smell that we experience as humans, and doing the same thing with it. That's the missing link. That's what not enough people are talking about. It's not just manipulating text, the super smart machine that can manipulate text real well. No, it's the super smart machine that can actually interact with and understand the world like we do as humans. And we're talking about robotics, robotic interface with the real world lived experiences. And in my humble opinion, you cannot have artificial general intelligence, true AGI, and eventually even sentience and consciousness without this interaction between the entity and the dynamic world that it lives in, just like humans. And to get there, to get to AGI, artificial general intelligence, it's not about being really good at coding. That's the thing. It's about putting these machines into the real world, engaging with the real world in an evolutionary kind of way. And machines can do things really fast, so that the machine evolves a consciousness just like we evolved in the wild, through real-world experiences, interacting and getting better and better at surviving and flourishing, and eventually dominating the real world. You see what I did there? Uh-oh. This is going to happen this way, I think. And then they're going to take over the world.